When the surgeon came out, she, looked really concerned, and she told us all to, gather around, and she was going to tell us how the surgery went and what was going on with my mom. And the last thing you want to hear is that your mother or your father or anyone in your family has cancer. She was diagnosed on September 2nd, and by December 8th, she had passed away. When my mom was alive, she knew that I was having really strange issues with my bowels.
She would make some comments through the years, even in advance of her mom getting sick.
Thin pencil-like stools and a lot of indigestion, a lot of gas.
And I know she had some minor concerns, but I don't think either of us realized or thought anything was really wrong.
A couple times when I would run and I'd come home, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom, and when I did, it would just come out all blood, and I thought, hemorrhoids. I'm 37 years old, there can't be anything more than just hemorrhoids.
After her mom's passing, it became imperative for all the siblings to go in and get checked.
I didn't so much fear having the colonoscopy because I heard that it was nothing. I didn't want to find out if I had cancer. That was frightening, really frightening.
They anticipated it was going to be about a week till they got results back, and that was a long week, not only for Allie, but for me as well.
It came back non-cancerous, that it was a benign polyp. And, at that point, we had to figure out some way of getting the polyp removed now. Of course, it was going to be surgically because he couldn't take it out when he was doing the colonoscopy. One of the options was to have a TEM procedure done, which the polyp is removed anally. They go up and pull it out. So my sister works with a surgeon in Minnesota, and he's one of only a few doctors throughout the country who performs this procedure. We were sitting in his office with him, and he was looking, through the paperwork and the results of the biopsies, and because of the size, because of how it looked, he looked at me, he looked at my husband, and he said, "I can guarantee you that there's cancer in this." And then you go just kind of blank. He explained what the standard protocol is for rectal and colon cancer. It's chemotherapy first with radiation to try to shrink the polyp, and once that's done, you go in for surgery. Have the rectum taken out, you wear a temporary ostomy bag, you have everything resected, and then you just continue on from there.
It was that first day that she went in for her first treatment when she sits down and the nurse comes up. She has the pump, she has the needle injected into her, and when she first puts the needle into her port, I looked over, Alyson had tears rolling down her eyes, and that was when we knew it was real.
I just knew that these were the steps I needed to take if I wanted to get well. I had no choice.
I think when the first day comes that you have this battle in front of you, I don't think you have any idea of how much goes into it, how much you have to do as a couple. And the good news is the worst part is behind us right now. The major treatments, the surgeries are behind us. So, now we're in a preventative stage, and things will get easier from here.
The only thing that gave off warning signals was the change in bowel habits. If you are experiencing any kind of change, I don't care how old you are, if you're 20, if you're 30, for whatever, do not put off getting a colonoscopy. Literally, it was the only thing that saved my life.
Make sure you're willing and not afraid to seek multiple opinions, collect as much information as you can, because there are differing opinions as far as medical procedures and what's the right or wrong way to go through things.
And if it wasn't for my mom, I don't think I ever would have had the colonoscopy as soon as I did. I probably would have put it off and tried other methods first, adding more fiber maybe to bulk up my stools. I would have just kept putting it off and putting it off. My mom ultimately saved my life.